Today is September 19th. It's the 263rd day of the year, and this is the On This Day podcast. Today is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. To celebrate, I'm going to do today's entire episode talking like a pirate. No, I'm not really going to do that. That'd be crazy. Arrgh. On this day in 1982, the smiley face emoticon is first used in a message board discussion on the internet by Scott Fahlman in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In the fall of 1982, Fahlman is participating in an ongoing discussion on Carnegie Mellon University's bulletin board system. The topic of discussion: what would happen to various objects in an elevator if you cut the elevator cable? The elevator referenced to in these physics questions is in Ween Hall on campus, and the objects are everything from flying pigeons to helium balloons, to a candle and a drop of mercury. At one point, Howard Gale issues a joke warning, quote, "Because of a recent physics experiment, the leftmost elevator has been contaminated with mercury. There's also some slight fire damage. Decontamination should be completed by 8 a.m. Friday." The following day, Neil Schwartz posts, quote, "Apparently there has been some confusion about elevators and such. After talking to Rudy, I have discovered that there is no mercury spill in any of the Ween Hall elevators. Many people seem to have taken the notice about the physics department seriously. Maybe we should adopt a convention of putting a star in the subject field of any notice which has to be taken as a joke." And so the B-board discussion turns to how to denote a joke in a message, and what character should be used in the subject line to indicate that the content of the message is meant in jest. Schwartz suggests a star, and then someone proposes a % sign, which is followed by the suggestion of an ampersand, since it looks, quote, "like a jolly fat man in convulsions of laughter." And on this day in 1982, Fahlman replies suggesting the following, quote, "I propose that the following character sequence for joke markers: colon, dash, close parentheses, read it sideways. Actually, it's probably more economical to mark things that are not jokes, given current trends. For this, use colon, dash, open parentheses." Similar smiley face symbols that you could call emoticons appear prior to this in Reader's Digest in 1967, in an 1881 issue of Puck magazine, in Mad magazine, in the Harvard Lampoon, even in an 1862 New York Times transcription of one of Abraham Lincoln's speeches, which reads, quote, "open parentheses, applause and laughter, semicolon, closed parentheses," though it's yet to be verified whether the semicolon, closed parentheses is intended as a winking smiley face or is merely a typo. Nonetheless, Scott Fahlman of Carnegie Mellon University is credited as the originator of the smiley face emoticon in the digital universe of the internet, when he proposes its use in a bulletin board post as a better way to communicate comedic intention. On this day, in 1982. There are 103 days left until the end of the year. On This Day is produced by me, Dave Schultz. Thank you very much for listening. Born on this day, two world-class record producers. In 1951, Daniel Lanois, best known for his work with U2, Bob Dylan, Emmylou Harrison, and Neil Young. And in 1952, Nile Rodgers, guitarist for the quintessential disco band Chic and producer of some of the biggest hits of the 70s, 80s, and today, with Madonna, Diana Ross, Christina Aguilera, Lady Gaga, and David Bowie. So if you're still listening, put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah.